Hi, my name is Logan Edmunds. I am CEO of TTS, and we're based out of Columbus, Ohio. So I'm an executor and a visionary by nature, and it's very easy for me to commit and go. But I've also seen that when you commit in the wrong direction and you go the wrong way, just the cost it has and the tail end of that. So I was looking for something that I could commit to, but sort of have a charted path of if I follow the broad framework, I have a reasonable chance of success in scaling. And that's how I stumbled on Seven Figure. Not long at all, because one of my largest clients asked me to do a paid cybersecurity risk assessment. I already heard of Seven Figure at that point. I sold it, yay me. Then I realized I need to figure out how to do a cybersecurity risk assessment. So at that point, I was hooked. Yeah, so self-doubts and doubts. I'm from a family of entrepreneurs, as many are, but however, I watched my dad build his business and he never figured out how to scale. He just created himself a job where he worked 85, 90 hours a week. And I knew that if I was gonna do this, if I was gonna scale and go bigger, I had to avoid that fate no matter what, right? Like that's the last thing I wanted. So doing it properly, finding freedom, scaling so it's not just me working more. That was very important. That was what I most needed to see materialized. We founded June 21st of 2018, so we're just coming up on our 6th year, which feels like both a ridiculously long time ago and way too short at the same time. Before I started in Seven Figure, my gross revenue, I was on monthly contracts, break fix, a lot of scope projects. We were around $750,000 in revenue per year. I thought we were doing pretty great. I joined Seven Figure, and a year and a half later, I was grossing $1.7 million in revenue, multi-year contracts, much more predictable revenue streams. So we literally saw $1 million materialize to our top line revenue overnight, I felt like. Security was big for me. I saw the writing on the wall, which was the way of doing things as an MSP the way forward was through cybersecurity. What I struggled with was putting that into a viable business model. And what I appreciated about Seven Figure and what I witnessed, and I went to a couple of their events and I saw their Facebook groups, like they have put together a viable business model that leveraged the future cybersecurity in a way that made sense, that was scalable and obviously profitable. Oh man, that's a loaded question. More than ever, I'm now in a position in life where it's not just a job. I have multiple investments. I have multiple assets. I never went into this to become wealthy by any means. I more appreciated building a business in the journey, but like the opportunities that it's given me and scaling the business and seeing where I can go from here. My entire life journey is in a different trajectory now. Like what I want to do and what I see for myself in 10 years, completely different before I started this. I would say stick with the process. Sometimes entrepreneurs think we're a little smarter than we actually are. It's very easy to think I know better. But when you have a scalable, standardized process, it really is important to stick with the process, especially when you're a visionary. I get it. We have ideas, we want to execute, but sometimes when you muddy the water, you just make more work for yourself. Keep things simple, standardize, stick with the process. I would say, could you do this on your own? Sure. Are you going to do it nearly as quickly or as profitably and make less mistakes? No. If you're just looking to figure out how to build a scalable process that is meeting the world and where the industry is going right now, and you want to expedite that journey so you're not spending 3 years reinventing the wheel, this is a great place to go. This is a great place to go. And I get it. You're a smart person. But sometimes learning from others is the best way to proceed in building your business.